Welcome to the Cover 2 show with your host, DC, Jason. Uh, we're dwindling down here. It's week two of the playoffs is over now in Ohio, and we're getting ready to start week three in Ohio and week one in West Virginia.
Yeah.
Uh, don't have very many teams left in Ohio. We started with quite a few. Now we're down to just three, I believe, three or four.
I think three. If I remember correctly, we're down to three.
Yeah. News 9 counts Indian Valley as a valley school. I don't know why.
I I wouldn't.
I don't. I don't at all.
Yeah, no.
Uh,
It's Fort Frye, Barnesville, and Steubenville, I do believe.
yeah, Barnesville, Willisburg. That's probably where Barnesville's season ends. I don't know though, man. That running game, you can control the ball. They can get their
Yeah.
running game going next week. That's going to be a if Wheelersburg wasn't so far away.
You take a trip.
Big Red was so close to playing at home again. Licking Valley came back and won.
Yeah, they were close.
Yeah,
They were very close. Yeah, Barnesville
West
had a shot though.
Jefferson and
West
Fort
Jefferson got us
Fry.
wrong now.
Yeah, and then Wheeling Central host Tosala. I guess that's how you say that.
I,
Cameron will host Meadow Bridge, and Oak Glen will go to Bluefield, while Wheeling Park will host Woodrow Wilson. So, uh, Johnstown got smoked, by the way, by Jonathan Alder, which I
I
figured is what
seen
would have
that.
happened. I told you Johnstown was not that good. Like they beat Indian Creek, but I don't. They weren't better than Indian Creek. Just Indian Creek played that bad in the first and fourth quarter against them. But,
Yeah. You start out better, finish better. It's a different
yeah,
ending.
yep. Uh,
But yeah, 42-21. Oof.
yeah, Big Red. They started out slow. I would say. Uh,
I'd say so. A little bit.
Everyone gets a drive. It seems against Big Red, and Buckeye Valley took theirs on the first one. You know what I mean? That those other two touchdowns, those were uh, mop up guys. Were It was
Yeah,
mop up.
that's the
The
bad.
running
Yeah,
clock was already on when they scored both of those. So uh, you had a mixed defense in there for the first one. I know the second one I think might have been all second team people.
yeah. Second one was all second team at that point. Bigger had put in their reserves, get some playing
Yeah,
time.
yeah. I know the first one though was a mixture. They had some second team players in on. It was like how that when we first start.
The phrase transition.
Yeah, we start rotating in second team linebackers and
Yeah,
secondary.
but yeah. Started off slow, but once they picked up, that they
Yeah,
were
the
not
offense was
stopping.
clicking. Like, yeah, the
They
speed
were not
difference
stopping.
was just Buckeye Buckeye Valley had no chance with the speed. Like,
No, they didn't have enough athletes to keep up with Steubenville athletes. They
no,
didn't.
no, and that's probably going to be similar this week with Licking Valley. I mean, I'd seen Licking Valley last year in the first round of playoffs. Their quarterback's a junior. He started as a sophomore, so
Mm,
he's their star player. They throw the ball a little more than they did back in the day when they played Big Red, but it's still the same offense. It's more of a running oriented running team
okay.
than it is pass. But they throw the ball though because, like I said, the quarterback is the star of the offense. It isn't a running back. So Creek hung with them though last year for the first half. I think just snowballed on them a little bit there in the second half. It was only 16-0 at halftime last year. They lost like
No, no.
40 to so yeah.
Yeah, that's not
Uh,
that bad.
the Licking Valley, they drove down on Creek to start. They got the ball first on Creek. Creek forced a turnover and then drove all the way down the field and stalled out inside the 20, which seems to be a typical problem with Indian Creek. They can't finish drives, which was they were a little better at it this year, obviously, scoring as many
Yeah,
points as they did. But uh, they'd stall out when they get in the red zone a lot, though. A
yeah,
lot of their touchdowns are from outside the red zone.
yeah. The 40, 60, 80-yard
Yeah,
touchdowns.
yeah. They when they get in tight, it's which is weird because they're a power run team.
Mhm.
You can't score in the red zone. Uh,
But yeah, if Big Red, if they show up and their offense keeps clicking, I think they'll be fine against Licking Valley.
yeah, they're
If
going to be
that
fine
offense
until
stays
they get to
clicking,
Waterson. I'd say Licking Valley though. I mean, they're unbeaten. I mean,
yeah. Oh, they almost lost.
yeah,
Yeah, they almost lost.
they
Nice
are
little
a
comeback for them.
yeah, they are a like I said, it gets loud in that stadium there. That was the problem for Indian Creek on their first drive when they got down inside the 20, and that was the end where their band, like Creek's band, was on the end they were at. But the
Mm.
student section, they put their student section on the opposite end of their band. So the band's at the one end zone,
Oh,
and their student
student
section is
section's
in
on
the
the other.
stands at the other end. So yeah,
Either way you're going, you're getting
yeah,
loud.
yeah. They don't put their student section by the band. At least that's what they did against Creek.
They'll probably do it again.
I would say. And then they're going to have Creek. Bigger's gonna have the same problem Creek did. There's not enough stands for the band in the end zone, so a lot of the band kids are going to have to stand in the end zone. Which is, I don't know why they don't just bring another set of stands in for those kids. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
instead of just making the kids stand.
Yeah, but yeah, it's a nice little stadium. It's kind of down over a hill a little bit from their school, and
Okay.
like I said, they get loud. Their home fans get loud, so Bigger's gonna have to deal with some noise at least until they get the crowd out of the game. Which
Yeah.
I don't think it'll take long for them to get the crowd out of the game.
Now, if that defense stays strong, that offense starts clicking, it's going to be a good game.
Yeah,
It'll be a good game for the Red.
I feel like Bigger's speed's gonna help them until they get to Watterson, and then
Mm.
Watterson will be able to neutralize the speed because they're not going to be that much slower if they are at all.
Yeah, because they beat Granville 56 to nothing.
Yeah, well, they've beaten everybody by by 4 touchdowns. It seems like all year. Uh, I think the lowest score I've seen them have is in like the 30s. It's not even DeSales, who's one of the better teams in D2. It's got
Doesn't
smoked
do
by
anything.
them.
Yeah. But yeah, Steubenville, Haney looked good. Offense looked good. Defense stood strong.
Yeah,
They just got to
yeah,
keep
they
that
look
up.
good. They they uh they look good in front of a very small crowd in the rain. it was it was
Yeah.
a bad crowd in Steubenville, which is crazy. But the weather was a reason for that. I
Yeah.
I didn't go because of the rain. You didn't go because of the rain.
No. And I bought the ticket.
And
I spent the $12 and got the ticket. And I'm like,
yeah, I didn't even do
I
that.
don't feel like doing that. Yeah, I bought the ticket. And I was like, no. Like I texted you, I'm like, I just got rained on all day. Like I don't feel like going to sit in a wet,
Yeah,
cold
it
weather.
actually stopped raining, but it was already cold and damp out anyway.
Yeah. Like I'd sit there in wet seats, just cold, and I didn't feel like doing it.
Yeah.
Not to drive an hour down there to be cold
No.
and drive an hour back.
Yeah. And wanted to look at the rest of that region for Big Red there. Uh, Waterson, they're going to play Tri Valley this week.
Yeah, Tri
Yeah.
Valley won 41-27.
Yeah. So, looking at the uh, Middletown, who's in D2, was the only low scoring game that Waterson had all year. They won 14-13.
Okay.
So every other game, the next lowest score they had was 36 points.
I'll
It gets
say probably
Harper.
blowout.
Yeah, and I mean they beat DeSales 42-7, and DeSales is 9-2. So, uh, yeah, the highest amount of points they've given up this year is 15, and that was against Big Walnut, who went 10-1.
We'll see what they do against Tri Valley, but it's going to
Yeah,
be mostly the
High
same.
Valley is 9-2 on the season. Uh, their losses are Greenville and New Lexington. Uh,
Yeah, Larson's
yeah,
probably just going to running clock on them.
I would say. I mean, Tri-Valley scored some points. They've scored 41, 42 against John Glen, 57 against Maysville, 48 against Meadowbrook. They did it against teams that weren't that good, though.
Yeah.
Um,
I don't know. Waterson. Oof.
yeah,
They're a
we're
juggernaut.
looking at Watterson and Big Red for sure. Oh,
Yeah, they're just a juggernaut.
yeah, hopefully Big Red maybe plays a little better than in last year against Watterson. I,
Hopefully.
yeah, just this Big Red team doesn't seem as good as last year's team, though. Like
I don't
overall,
know. Yeah, I don't know.
the
I really
defense
don't know.
just the defense just is what concerns me with Big Red.
I guess that
We already know
offense,
they had a
yeah.
hard time moving the ball against Watterson last year.
Yeah. Yeah. But right now, they just gotta get past Licking Valley.
Yeah, you got to hope that Watterson's looking ahead. That's what, and it
It's them
could very well
lacking.
happen. Yeah, I mean, you're looking at a Watterson team that is defending state champions, more than likely. They,
They're just looking to repeat.
yeah, they're looking to repeat. They're probably looking ahead to Toledo Central Catholic already. You know what I mean? Uh, you look at Region 9, you got Canfield playing Villa Angela St. Joseph. Uh,
Canfield's good. They
yeah,
look
they
good.
only losses the overtime game to Boardman last week of the season. Um,
Yeah. At that point, they weren't playing their stars.
yeah, and then the other game in Region 9 is Akron East versus Cuyahoga Christian Academy, who Big Red's played before in the playoffs. Uh, East Dragons, man. I don't. This is probably the farthest they've been in the playoffs in decades.
Jesus. Beat Benedict, beat Gates Mills, Hawken.
Yeah, they've that Benedictine beating Benedictine though. That's just kind of a shocker.
19-7.
Yeah,
Yeah, they put a nice beating on Hawken,
yeah. So
but their
um,
run's going to end to Cuyahoga Falls. I really think
yeah,
that.
and then go over into 12. Uh,
London versus Jackson.
yeah,
Tippecanoe versus Hamilton Baldwin or Baden.
Baden. I'd say Tippecanoe will probably beat Baden,
Yeah,
and then Loudon will probably win over Jackson.
that's going to be a tight
No
game, I
surprises in
think.
that region. It's all the top four are left in that region. Uh,
I thought it was for most of the regions when I was
yeah,
looking.
yeah. Region 10. I forgot Region 10. Uh, obviously, Toledo Central Catholic wasn't top four because they were sixth in the region because they lost four games. They
Such a
play,
strong 6 seed.
yeah, Waptokia they play, and Medina Buckeye plays Rocky River,
Medina
who's the
should
five
win
seed.
that.
Yeah. So probably get Buckeye versus Toledo Central Catholic in the regional final there. If I had to guess, I would say you might see Watterson play Central Catholic in the
That me.
semifinals. Yeah. Although the state might try to not to have that happen. It's probably going to depend on who wins Region 11 or 12.
12.
Yeah.
Which
That's
that
what,
one, I don't know.
yeah.
I want to say Tippecanoe, but
Never
I
know.
don't know.
Uh, then looking at Region or Division 5, because we have no one left in D4 with Creek gone.
Yeah.
Uh, Mooney
Um,
probably going to win that region there in 17, I'd say. They play Garrettsville, Garfield.
Garfield.
Yeah. They just beat St. Clairsville last week. Uh, who's the other one? Poland
Poland
and
and
Gerard.
Gerard.
So Mooney and Gerard would probably be the regional final there. I still got Mooney going.
I think Mooney will
Yeah.
easily take it.
And then in 18, you got Liberty Center, I believe. Yeah. Playing Liberty Benton. And then Triway and Giona playing each other. So I'd probably take Liberty Center there in Region 18. In 19, you get Wheelersburg and Barnesville, which is I'm pulling for Barnesville. Wheelersburg's probably the team to beat in
It would be
the
nice to see
in the
Barnesville
division.
in division. Yeah.
Yeah,
Below in that
Mooney
region, I
Mooney
hope
probably
Barnesville.
be Mooney and Wheelersburg are probably your two top teams in D5, especially with Ironton removed from the equation. Uh,
Yeah.
Nelsonville York plays Columbus Academy for the other semifinal in Division 5, Region 19. Uh, yeah, I'm going to take Wheelersburg to come out of there. Those four, and then in Region 20, you got Williamsburg. No, they lost last week. So the one seed lost to North Union last week.
Yes.
Uh,
And they got smacked.
yeah, 47 to 14. Williamsburg got beat. That's their first loss of the season.
They got
uh,
smacked.
yeah, North Union plays Carlisle. Uh, North Union went 8-4, and they've lost to some
Bigger
D4 schools.
schools, I assume.
Yeah, yeah, bigger schools. They play a lot of D4 schools on their schedule. So
Good for
they're
them.
um, battle tested team there.
Yeah, good for them. Yeah, Carl had a shootout with St. Paris Graham Local, 42-41. I'm gonna guess Graham Local went for two and missed it.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna guess too. Uh,
And then the bottom of that region, we have Lewistown Indian Lake versus Cincinnati
Marymount.
Marymount.
Yeah,
And Marymount
uh,
won convincingly.
yeah. Indian Lake won 17-14
Yeah, they won by
over
three.
Shawnee. Uh, yeah. So I'd probably take Marymount in that one, and then who knows with that region. It's I don't know a
With
lot of
no,
those.
I say with knowing nothing about this region, I'd say it's a
Yeah,
toss up.
yeah. That and I mean you had that North Union. They were they're the eight seed, and they knocked off the one seed. So
Convincingly.
yeah, I'd say looking at the schedule of some of these schools, I'd say North Union might come out of that region.
Had the Z8 seed, just battle tested wise, which is
Yeah.
smart.
Yep.
I
And
mean,
then
yeah, you got to
Division
play
Six.
another game, but
Yeah. Go to Division 6.
Jesus.
Kirkland in 21 there. They play Smithfield after beating Wycliffe 41-3 last week. Smithfield, they beat United 27-26. So United's run ends there. It would have ended this week if it didn't.
Yeah,
Kirkland's the best team in Division 6.
that's
Uh,
Kirkland's division.
yeah. It's Columbia. The other one, no, they lost to Dalton.
Yeah, Columbia lost to Dalton.
Uh, Garraway and Dalton play in the other semifinal. Garraway and Kirtland will play each other. That's my prediction. Kirtland will go on to win the
Kirkland will
state
go on.
title. Yeah. In Region 22, you got Margaretta as the one seed. They
They
lost.
lost.
There's some one seeds losing around the state in these lower divisions. Hopewell London, they won. They play Archibald.
Should be Archbold. I think
Yeah.
Archbold would
Cary
clear that
plays
region.
Paulding. I would take Paulding over Cary, but Cary did upset the one seed, so who
Holding
knows?
won 14-10 against Fairview.
Yeah. I mean, you're just playing to get beat by Kirtland. you know?
Yeah, essentially.
Yeah. Uh, Region 23, this is where Fort Frye and
Fort
Toronto
Fry.
are. Fort Frye's coming out of this region, I'd say. Uh, Toronto, they played tough game. You go for two, lose. And
That's the way
I
that
take it.
if you end the season, you go for two.
Yeah, they lost to West Jefferson, who now plays Fort Frye. Uh, I would say West Jefferson's season ends at Fort Frye.
I'd say so.
Yeah,
And we got
and
Fort Fry and
Centerburg and Colonial
probably,
Crawford play each other. I'd say Centerburg probably wins that one.
yeah,
So
probably.
Fort Frye, I'm leaning on Fort Frye to go to the state semifinals here. Uh, I believe they won that region last year.
You'd love to see it.
Yeah,
But
and
yeah,
then the other
I'd say
one,
Fort
Tri Village, did they win? Yes, Tri Village, the one seed
yes.
one. They play Coldwater. I'm going to take Coldwater to come out of this region. By the way, uh,
Oh, easily.
yeah.
Yeah, look at the
And
rest of the teams.
Northeastern plays Anna. So I'm going to go Anna versus Coldwater in the regional final in
5-6.
Region 24.
Yeah, that should
Coldwater,
be cold waters.
yeah. And then I don't know how the layout will go for the semifinals because state semifinals, because I'm just not sure where all those teams are located state wise. And they're going to put the closest matchups together. So,
Together. Yeah.
and I mean, we look at,
Maybe anyone left in 7.
yeah, I don't think so.
Not in Valley lost.
Yeah, they got
Yeah,
smoked.
7's done.
Yeah,
We'll
we only
look at it,
have
but we don't have
six,
anyone.
5, and 3 left.
3.
In Canaan Valley, scored 78 points in round one and get beat by 63-6 by Hillsdale in round two. Uh,
Yeah.
but I remember when Canaan Valley didn't barely had enough kids to put a team together. So for them to turn their program back around to be uh, a contender in the playoffs the last couple years is pretty uh, impressive. Because it wasn't maybe 10, 15 years ago they didn't have enough kids
Oh,
for
wow.
football. Barely had enough kids, I should say. They didn't have to cancel football, but they were getting close.
Mm. Yeah, D7.
D7 should be Marion local. I mean,
Yeah,
I I highly doubt anybody beats Marion local.
I don't think so. It's just like Kirkland. Like
Yeah.
that's their division.
Yeah, I mean maybe Mogador,
Maybe.
maybe McDonald. I don't know. They were two powers back in the day. It just it's kind of hard to beat Marion local.
So you got Waterford in 27. They're usually a powerhouse.
Yeah. They lost to Fort Frye this year though, in
Yeah.
Nelsonville, York. Those are bigger schools. Uh, yeah,
Battle
maybe.
tested. Maybe.
Yeah,
I don't
I
know.
don't know. Marion local though, there's always they're just gonna roll through that. It's just the way it is. Uh,
Yeah.
just looking real quick at other Division two, Austin Town's still alive, playing Walsh Jesuit,
Yes.
but That's Akron Hoban's region win.
Yeah, Fitch season probably ends to this Friday against Jesuit.
Yeah.
I think so. And then
Uh,
Hoban's just going to win that.
Sales law or Toledo to St. Francis to Sales lost. Uh,
Yeah, you got Maslin versus
Maslin and
DeSales.
Sales play this week. Maslin should win that region, I would think. Maybe Big Walnut wins it, but
Yeah, I'd still
I
say
think
that's Maslin's region to win.
yeah, even a Maslin team that's not been as good as the last few years. Their schedule was very, very tough this year.
Oh, yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, I think you'll have Hoban out of 5, out of 6, probably Avon.
Probably.
We got 10 minutes. 7, I'd say Maslin. 8, Henderson, probably. Take the
Probably.
tops.
Maybe Trotwood and Madison.
Madison, that would
Yeah.
be another one. That would be your final, I would assume, in 8.
Yeah.
Oh, we got
Uh,
10
look at
minutes.
D4 real quick. Uh, got Perry and West Branch and Glenville and Lake Catholic.
I'd probably take Glenville
Yeah.
in that
Perry is
one.
defending state champs, I believe. Right?
I
I believe.
believe so.
Yeah. So Perry beat Glenville last year in the playoffs. I'm pretty sure.
I think
Shelby, probably your favorite to win the state title in Division Four, I would say.
probably. I'd say so.
They played Lima Bath.
But they got to face Indian Valley.
Yeah. Well, maybe. They're not in that region.
Yeah. But
Uh, Perkins and Galleon play. So Shelby will come out of that region. New Lexington and Udato play. I'll take New Lex.
yep.
Indian Valley gonna steamroll Jonathan Alder and then steamroll New Lexington. I'm picking Indian Valley to repeat as state champions in Division Four. Perry was Division Five state champs last year.
Okay.
They got bumped up. Uh, Indian Hill and Taft play, and then Cincinnati Christian and Germantown Valley View.
Germantown.
I'd
Never
probably
heard of
take
them.
Germantown Valley View out of there. They're traditional power. Indian Hill's tough. I can't believe Massey lost like they did last week to Taft.
44-7.
Yeah, Taft might be the team there.
Smacking
Maybe
Massey
Taft.
like that? It's
Yeah,
possible.
maybe Taft's the team coming out of that region. They beat
That's
Kettering
possible.
Alder earlier in the season. They beat Chaminade Julian. We only won one game this year. So
Yeah.
Wyoming, who they lose to? Germantown Valley View. So I'm gonna Taft and Valley View might be the regional final.
Yeah, maybe.
In D1, everyone knows St. Edward's winning D1 because they're the only good school in Division One.
Yeah, powerhouses. Good old St. Ed's.
Yeah, I mean they have their two losses are the Maslin and Hoban, the two best schools in the state in Division Two.
Yeah. We can look over at West Virginia while we got 6 minutes.
Yeah,
We only have a couple of schools in there, anyways.
yeah. Like I said, Park plays Woodrow Wilson Friday night.
Yeah, that's your quad A. I don't think we have anyone in AAA.
No, I
I
think
don't
John
see
Marshall
anybody.
missed it because they lost to.
I forget who they lost to.
They lost to Park last week.
Yeah,
They had
Triple A,
to,
we got nobody.
yeah. Double A got
Oh, Glen.
Oak Glen.
They'll lose to Bluefield probably. More than likely.
Yeah, more than likely, I'd say Bluefield's a powerhouse in that region or division. Tyler Consolidated just missed the playoffs in the 18th.
Mm. They just lost. They lost
Yeah,
last week.
and then single A, we got Wheeling Central, Cameron. That's it.
Yeah. Wheeling
Wheeling Central's
Central.
the best team in that division. I'd be
Yeah, they're
surprised if
probably
Wheeling
going to
Central
close for
doesn't
that.
win. Yeah,
But yeah,
I'd
we'll
say
see how they
Wheeling
do.
Central wins state title in single A. Probably looking at Independence or Bluefield in 2A, and AAA in West Virginia. Fairmont Senior is probably going to win it. They're usually the best school in that one. And then in 4A, you're probably looking at Georgia Washington. I'd say,
5 seed.
yeah, they're the best team in that division. George Washington. Morgantown's tough though. I will say that, but George Washington, I think they're the best team in that
Yeah, I don't know
division.
much about West Virginia, so
Just going off of stuff I've read this year. That's the
okay.
only reason. I don't really know much either. I mean, I know some of the traditional names just from the Super Six being at Wheeling all them
Yeah.
years. But yeah, George Washington, everything I've seen has them ranked as the best team in that division, even though they
Okay.
already. Park, though, I mean, never know. Park, they're not a bad football team. They moved the ball well that opening drive against Big Red.
Yeah, the opening drive. That's about it.
Yeah, but I mean, their only losses are the Morgantown, Big Red.
Good
Uh,
teams.
yeah, Musselman, who's in the playoffs too, and one other playoff team in West Virginia. I can't remember who the fourth loss was.
Yeah, good teams. But, all right. And my cousin's here. So
Yeah,
perfect time.
perfect timing. All right. Well, that's all for this week. We'll recap this week's games, and preview hopefully regional finals for Barnesville, Fort Frye, and Steubenville.
Hopefully. And
Hopefully,
good luck to the West Virginia teams that are in the playoffs. Hopefully, week one
yeah,
goes better for you than it did for most of the Valley.
yeah, yeah. Hopefully, the West Virginia schools stay alive.
Yeah.
uh, like, subscribe, and comment, and share with your friends and family. Until next week, thanks.